You say the sky is falling, the world's about to end. I say pass the joint, baby, let's see what happens then. You got your rules and your theories all lined up in a row, but I'm just riding this wave, watching the whole thing blow. You talk so serious, like you know what's true. I just smile and say, yeah, well, you know that's just like your opinion, man. That's just like your opinion, man. You can keep your drama, keep your master plan. That's just like your opinion, man.
Welcome, O wanderers of the wavelength, to the inner sanctum of the Chilluminati. You didn't find us by accident. You were tuned in. Behind this veil of shadow and signal, we gather, not to follow, but to question. So light your candle and lean back 33 degrees. Close the blinds and forget what they told you was real.
That you can't go on, and
Hey, you smell that? That ain't fog rolling over the ocean. That's ghost weed.
It's Saturday night.
Floating through the midnight tide, moonlight dancing on the ocean side. Old ghost ship creaking slow through the mist. Captain laughing with the phantom twist. Flying Dutchman rode the seaweed blunt. Ghost crew faded at the front. Cannons glowing neon green. Coolest damn pirate I ever seen. He said, hop aboard, don't fear the dead. We just smoke, drink, rum and drift instead. So I kick my feet on the haunted rails while ghost smoke floated through the sails. Ocean breeze and a haunted vibe. Stars reflecting in his empty eyes. And the whole damn sea moving slow tonight, like the waves themselves got high. Smoke on a ghost ship, floating through the night. Passing blunts with the Dutchman under haunted neon lights. Ghost waves rolling slow, nowhere left to go. If peace exists somewhere legit, it's probably on this ghost ship. Skeleton band playing reggaetons. Ghost jellyfish glowing by the moon. Rum bottles clinking in the dark, while phantom sharks circled the bark. SpongeBob somewhere freaking out, but me and Dutchman chilling, no doubt. Talking about life in the afterworld, while smoke rings drifted through the swirl. One ghost pirate lost his arms,
Too far behind.
blunts with supernatural charm.
You ever try to take a week off from the news because it's too much, and then you try to jump back in?
Ocean breeze and a haunted vibe, stars reflecting in his empty eyes, and the whole damn scene.
And then you're like, you ever try to take a week off from the news? You ever try to take a week off from the news? You ever try to take a week off from the news because it's too much, and then you try to jump back in, and then you're like, I'm too far behind. Like, we have aliens. Did you know that? Like, the government has fully confirmed that there are aliens, and that's crazy. By the way, listen to the response that just got. Yeah. Like, it wasn't even that much. It was just aliens. Isn't that it? Like, for 70 years, the government's been like, no aliens. No, remember Area 51, Roswell, all that stuff? They found UFOs, and they're like, no, we didn't find anything. And the reason they did that is because they didn't want, like, mass hysteria. They thought if they told us about the aliens, that we're going to, like, burn down City Hall, and chaos would erupt. And now, years later, they told us, yeah, aliens are real. And we're just like, yeah, I could see that. It's almost like they waited for the news on Earth to be so insane that dropping that news, we're like, yeah, I don't know, maybe they can help. I don't know.
I was parked outside of Circle K at like 2 a.m. on a Friday. Speaker knocking, windows fog, cheap snacks piled up on the dashboard. Then the sky went green above my ride. Thought the gummies finally fried my mind. Big chrome saucer killed the sound as blue light hit the parking lot ground. Door slid open with a hiss real slow. 3 little aliens stepped through the smoke. One looked at me with giant black eyes and held up a blunt like you wanna get high. Now we floating past the moon, bass still shaking in the room. Stars spinning out the roof, I think we just left Earth through. Box in the UFO, somewhere over Arizona. Smoke clouds glowing neon purple like aurora.
Rock and Rio. Are you that? I am here. I'm hotboxing at a UFO, man. Seriously, what do you need people for anymore?
No. It's a good question.
I don't know. The roles we play are being farmed out. I mean, this music situation with this AI stuff is crazy, man.
Yeah, you got the music situation, right? You got the robots that are making your cheeseburgers now. I guess the only job really is going to be left for people is to build the robots until the robots can build themselves.
No, they're going to build themselves. There's no question. That's where everything's got to be. So that's where it's got to go. No, I got some stuff, we can clean up my desktop for the week. Because I got a whole bunch of stuff over here that I found, obviously. For one reason or another, it led me to one thing leads to another. You know how that is.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, it's Saturday night. It's Ground Zero Plus. Check 1, 2. I don't know how we sound. The meters look good. So I guess we'll find out here momentarily.
Well, this... No matter whether it's good or bad, somebody will like it and somebody won't.
All right, yeah, I know. Once you open up the discussion, then anything's possible.
Yeah.
I try to avoid discussions as much as possible nowadays for some reason. I know 10 years ago, I had a lot of shit to say to people. You know what I mean? Like you just incidentally run into somebody at the grocery store and they make a comment and then you just let them have it. With some fucking thing that's going on that no one knows about. And then you find out, well, maybe you shouldn't run around just telling people shit about stuff,
Well, the other thing is, I think a lot more people are more aware of the stuff, that we used to talk about now. You know, back then it was, 10 or 15, maybe 20% people got it. Now it seems like it's about 80% of the people who get it. And the other 20% are just still lunatics. But
Well, I don't know, man. I don't know about getting it, but there's,
or at least
there's
knowing
a bunch
about
of people
it.
that's watched a bunch of videos.
Yeah.
That's the thing, man. You can't watch a 10-minute video and be an expert or whatever. You know what I mean?
I think there's more people aware of the, amount of corruption and the conspiracy and all the other stuff that goes on in, daily life and government. Like, you never saw videos before about like how Walmart is cheating you or, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Shit is so far out of people's conception of what is going on that it's not even funny. Even people who are quote unquote in the know about some shit, even they really don't know a lot of what's going on. Especially if you have a device that you bought in the last 2 or 3 years, some sort of cell phone device or pad or whatever.
Yeah.
TV, whatever it is. You have no idea. No one does. And I mean, I'm not saying it's wrong for people not to have any idea about it. Why would you want to know about it? I mean, because you want me to here's something that's on my desktop. We could do a show about it. I mean, but at this point, it's like cell phones. When I first got on the air and then in the beginning, the main reason I got on was to talk about cell phones. Because of what happened to me or whatever.
Right.
But soon I found out that, you could talk about cell phones for now until the end of time, and no one's ever going to get rid of their cell phone.
Yeah, you have one, right?
You're basically just, exactly.
I have one,
That's what I'm saying. You can't exist in the world today without one. I mean, you can.
You can.
But not for much,
Sort of.
not for much longer. So
Well,
listen.
I mean, even if you were you could survive easily enough today without a smartphone. But I think that the level of communication now has changed to the point where if you can't take a phone call or text somebody, at minimum, right? It does make things getting harder.
There's a bunch of people over in the chat. Hey, Zippy. What's up, Barb? Hey, Nolings. What's up, Nathaniel? Yeah, so here. This is your device that's sitting in your hand. It's like these cars that you buy. They have technology, but you don't have access to it because you didn't pay for it, but it's still in there. It's loaded in there because there's all these deals that get made where people throw technology in your shit for free. And then you get they kick back. They say, hey, look, Bob, tell you what, we'll fund most of the construction of your blah, 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 but you got to let us put this piece in there. Just let us rent space on your board so that wherever your device is sold, our little thingy on the board there goes with it. Unbeknownst to anybody, nobody's going to know. It's just sitting there. It's not going to bother anybody. It's not going to use data. No one will be able to know it's there. It's just a little thing that's in there. It's not going to hurt anything, Bob. So let us do it. And they do, because they make deals. I'm sure we're probably the only show that's ever talked about people renting space on motherboards for devices. But anywho, emotional recognition data set using millimeter wave radar and psychological reference signatures. Emotion recognition is a crucial component of affecting computing. It aims to determine an individual's emotional state through behaviors or physiological signals. Emotion recognition holds vast application potential across fields such as healthcare, education, entertainment, transportation. Accurate and efficient machine learning models are crucial for creating reliable emotional recognition systems. To develop and optimize these models, high quality data sets are necessary, in particular for data intensive deep learning models. Go ahead.
The one thing that isn't mentioned in that list is marketing, right? Why did that list not include marketing? Because what Amazon or Walmart.com would ultimately want to do is be able to read your emotional response when you look at the picture of what you're going to buy next, because then they'll know if you like it or not.
So here's the abstract. We propose an emotional recognition data set based on millimeter wave radar and physiological reference signals. Compared to conventional methods, millimeter wave radar could obtain vital signals in a non-contact method without privacy concerns. We
read your brain waves.
We used validated stimuli to induce participants' emotions and stimulus and recorded 3 types of signals: millimeter wave signals, phototelepathy, transmorphography, pulse signals, and galvanic skin response signals. Galvanic. Now, hold on a second. Just 1 minute. There used to be, in the 1800s, these galvanic pendants that you could buy, that you would wear, and it would make you healthier and more energetic. Now, look that up right now. Look up galvanic pendant, because they said it was bullshit. They said it was quackery, and they got rid of it. But here they are right here saying photoplethysmography. That's fucking hard. PPG is what it's called. But anyways, pulse signals and galvanic skin response, GSR signals.
So I bet you what that's actually reading is, as the blood flow changes in your fingers or your hands, as your pulse goes up or down and your blood pressure goes up and down, it changes the amount of electrical charge.
Exactly.
Right. So it's reading, it's actually how your touch screen works is you generate piezoelectricity when you touch the glass.
Well,
between
look
your
up
finger
these,
and the glass detects the that super minute,
look
tiny,
up
tiny little bit of millivolts.
look up galvanic pendant and look at what it says about it, and we'll read it. Participants use the self-assessment mannequin, SAM. Man, there's all kinds of terms in here. I could just search and find out about all this shit you don't want to know about. To provide subjective emotion ratings, we collected signals and emotion rating data for 15 participants and validated the effectiveness of emotion induction and data quality. So they induced an emotion in the participants and then measured their responses with this radar. So it says here, millimeter wave radar-based vital signal extraction, comparison of emotional recognition performance across different signals, and multimodal fusion for emotion recognition. Anyways, look, I'll put the link in there in the chat over there, and you guys can check this out. It's a whole situation. Anyway, man, your phone has got all kinds of shit going on in there that you don't really know about. You just get the new phone or you get the new software update. And there's all kinds of software machines that are running all kinds of weird shit going on with your phone. Looking at you, tracking you, hitting you with signal. I saw a video where there's some these light that your fucking phone is flashing at your face every couple milliseconds. A flash of
that's
infrared.
That's the Face ID.
Yeah, but you're getting. I'm just saying, you're getting blasted in the fucking face with that. By what are people looking at when they got something, when they got their phone in their hand? What are they looking at? They're looking at the screen, and it's fucking blasting you with this light that you can't see. You know.
Well, at least on a positive note, infrared light in itself is actually good for your skin. But
yeah, I don't know, man.
But why does it need? Once you've unlocked your
let me
phone,
ask you a question.
Why does it need to pulse? Keep continuously pulsing to maintain that the phone is open?
Because now there's all this shit coming out about the ability of the AI to use any basic wireless signals to see actual pictures of whatever's in a room. Obviously they're using 802.11 type shit, but when we know about the wireless stuff, the networking shit, but there's other stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
What was that noise?
I was listening to something the other day. It was talking about the smart dust, right? They were originally deploying the smart dust back in the 60s?
No.
Yeah. The original tests for the smart dust, it was, aerosol dispersal from airborne vehicles was tested back in the 60s, and they covered large swaths of the country with it. You would think that was like some 90s or 2000s tech, but it's old. Now that, nanobots are a whole different thing, but the self-differentiating particles have been around for over 50 years. It's pretty wild.
Sorry about this, man. I'm controlling on like 9 different methods of communication here. But Nathaniel's saying he's working with Gemini over there.
Yeah.
Now, it seems to me that most people, in my opinion, just hearing random people across the fucking internet, people seem to think Claude has got everything they need. Claude seems to be, a lot of people go to it. But
Yeah.
I mean, at the point, I think, what isn't Gemini the Google thing?
Gemini is Google's, yeah. Claude is Anthropic, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Grok is obviously Twitter or X. I think those are currently considered the top 3. ChatGPT has kind of been falling behind, from what I understand.
Okay. Here's something else on my desktop. So, the Hormuz report on X. Hormuz report. Breaking. The U.S. and Israel prepared the largest bombing campaign against Iran, targeting nuclear facilities, power plants, refineries, and other critical energy infrastructure, with officials discussed to end the offensive before the financial markets open Monday to limit economic damage. Well, we'll see. That's supposed to happen tonight.
Oh, is it? The big show is tonight, huh?
I guess. We'll see.
Oh, yeah, Saturday. It's Saturday. They always attack on Saturday.
Yeah, but
That
they
makes
don't
sense.
ever attack on a fucking full moon, though. And it's not from the air. They always go on the no moon.
Well, I guess it depends on the operation, right? But
We'll see, man. I don't know who the
See.
Hormuz report is.
is tonight the actual full moon?
I don't know. I can't see.
Obviously,
I can't
the reason
see
is
the
to
moon.
do the obvious reason is to do it under a darker sky.
Yeah.
Because there's a full moon does give out a good bit of light, but I'm sure there's something esoteric to it as well. Not to mess with the full moon. But
Yeah. I'm just going through my desktop here. Hang on a second. got a thing here. Hold on. So, I don't know how many years ago it was, 2 or 3 years ago. We brought up on the show that we were pretty sure that UBC was getting through.
Oh, yeah.
And people say it isn't getting through and so on and so forth. And so here it is, I don't know, a few years later. I see this post the other day. And here's what it says. It says, mainstream science states that UVC, the most destructive wavelength range in the solar radiation, never reaches the surface of the planet and is filtered out by atmospheric ozone. Well, I purchased a UVC light meter to see if that's the truth, and the answer is a resounding no. My first reading in the afternoon sun here in the desert in the southwest was 27 microwatts. I'm guessing that high noon sun would probably produce roughly double that. To put that in perspective, the below is the chart for maximum exposure times based on UVC irradiance, permissible exposure time, and it's got a bunch of listings. And it says at 27, your maximum exposure time is about 2.5 minutes. So that's what he measured. And the maximum exposure time in that UVC condition is 2.5 minutes before starts damaging your cells.
So don't go outside anymore, right? That's what you're saying?
To give you another example, I have an LED UVC sterilization lamp, and it produces 20 microwatts. The sun is producing even more UVC than my pretty intense UVC sterilization lamp when shined directly onto the sensor. Do you notice that the sun feels hotter these days and the steam comes on much faster than it did many years ago? That's UVC.
We've talked about that.
Yeah.
So now when you get up for work on Monday morning, make sure that you sprint from your front door to your car.
They go into this whole thing in here about how it used to be, used to have this certain kind of sunscreen, and now it's like 50 or something. Yeah. I got this video of that fucking robot. I'll put it up on YouTube. Hold on. I got to get it over there somehow. Hold on. I got to put it in Teams. Stand by. There we go.
Yeah, it's I mean, we've been talking about this probably for the last maybe 2 or 3 years about the sun has been getting hotter and the.
We talk about it, but I mean, what the fuck are you gonna do about it?
Throw an ice cube at it, right?
I know. Well, it just brings up. It brings up what I mean, when we talked about it. In that same moment, I also brought up the fact that that shit drives people insane with the sun beating down on their skulls, man. People start going crazy, and you can see people are acting a bit crazy. And then we bring up the top hats, and after the reset, you see all these people walking around with these top hats on, and we just kind of threw it out there that maybe they were wearing those top hats to keep the sun, create a space, so it's not beating directly down on your skull. I don't know.
Oh, that's that's.
So everybody
the dunce
else
cap was designed, right, to try to funnel the energy, right? Mm-hmm. If anybody doesn't know about that, just look up the actual history behind the dunce cap. It's not actually because it's stupid. It's supposed to make you smart.
Because Dunce was a genius.
Yes.
All right. Anywho, maybe that's why people are walking around with stupor, not remembering anything.
Well, that's a very good possibility, right?
Just wipe your memory clean. You can't remember. Maybe that's why no one can remember shit. We were saying maybe there's a constant amnesia going on.
Yeah. Maybe the UVC is penetrating and messing up your.
Maybe they're sitting around
microelectricity in your neurological system. And
maybe they know that already, and they just sit around in back rooms with white coats, slapping their knees, going, "Doesn't matter, man. Just tell them whatever. Let it all hang out, man. They won't remember shit in another 30 days."
Yeah.
What is that movie? Did you see that movie, The Road? With what's his
I don't know.
nuts?
I don't think so.
It was like walking across, and something happened where everybody's blind. I don't know. Never mind. If you didn't see it,
I
you
did
don't know
see a
what the
thing
fuck I'm
about.
talking about.
I did see a thing about an entirely blind civilization. It was on Apple TV. I forget the name of it now, but it was.
Well, it's because people were standing around when something happened with the sun,
Yeah.
and they just. That's how somebody tries to suck him into to try to get him. It's this lady, and she's on the ground, and there's a basket, a grocery basket with some groceries spilled over. She's on the ground going, I can't see, help me. It was a setup. If he would have went over to help her, he would have got jumped. Yeah, it's Denzel Washington, dude, The Road. You didn't see that shit?
I may have.
Yeah, there's a thing he's walking across.
But I can't remember anything anymore, so.
Exactly. Well, he's walking across. He bumps into this weird, like, country house and happens to have some supplies and this and that. And some people. Turns out they got a bunch of people locked down in the basement like cattle, chickens. Just keeping them down there, locked in the basement. For eating later, Some fucked up shit. Who comes up with that shit?
Nathaniel got it. Yes, it was called C with Jason Momoa.
Jason Momoa?
Yeah.
Who's that?
He's the guy who acted in that TV series. I don't know what else he's got to his credit.
I don't have a TV.
Oh,
But
it's
you were
Apple,
aware
it's
that
Apple TV. It's not broadcast TV.
But you
Well,
are
it's-
aware of the TV. And you are aware on that TV they do shows. And on those shows, one of them is, what's it called?
C?
I don't know, man. It's been so long since I did anything like that.
Yeah.
I'm out of the loop. I'm completely out of the loop. Like, I don't even... Do they even make movies anymore? Where they actually make the movie? Or is everything just green screens and fucking people you never heard of?
I think it's like
matches
certain shots they do, like, but, I mean, even if you wanted to, like, film a love story in Paris right now, the area or like
Love
around
story.
the Eiffel Tower is so destroyed and so overrun, like you couldn't film there.
Do they even make love stories anymore?
Well, I don't know.
Huh?
I don't really go to the movies too much. So
I'm just wondering.
yeah.
I mean, is there a love story where people are, there's a bunch of people twerking on the dance floor, and next thing you know, there's love and it's in the air?
Oh, Jason Momoa apparently also played Aquaman.
See,
So-
I don't fucking look at, man. I don't go to comic book movies, man. When did it become the thing to make comic book movies? Spider-Man came out this weekend, man.
When Disney
You
bought
go to fucking Spider-Man?
when Disney bought Marvel. That's
Dude, I
what
didn't like
happened.
Spider-Man when I was a fucking 12-year-old.
I've seen the
I didn't run around
I've
trying to
seen
pretend I
several
was
of the
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man movies, and I gotta say they were actually entertaining. I did enjoy the Spider-Man movies.
Oh, man, I don't know what to tell you.
They. I mean, obviously,
You've also played video games, so
I do.
there you go.
I
There's a
shot up,
direct
several
correlation
hundred people
between
today.
there's a direct correlation between motherfuckers that like superheroes and they play video games. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I wouldn't say I'm into superheroes.
Well,
But-
you like Spider-Man?
I would say I enjoyed the movie.
Did you go
mean,
see Batman?
I-
Did you see Batman?
I saw the original one way back when.
You didn't see any of the other ones though.
I've seen a couple of them. Over
Come on,
time.
man.
Not-
Tell the
not all
truth,
of them.
dude.
No, I haven't. I haven't seen
See?
all of them.
Fucking Batman. You watch Batman too.
I saw the Michael Keaton one.
See?
That was like when what? That was got to be like early '90s, right? Like
I'm not
90s.
saying I'm not saying anything against video games, and I'm not saying anything against comic
Oh no,
books.
I know. I'm just
All
saying.
I'm saying is there was a point in my life where all of a sudden I realized there's a whole bunch of shit going on, and from that point forward, I basically quit watching TV. I quit watching movies. You know, I used to be into movies. I moved down to Hollywood, man. I was going down there to try to make it in that business. I used to sit there and do nothing but watch movies. But there became a certain point where I quit going to the actual movies. And once that happened, all these movies came out. There used to be, I'm not just referencing this. I'm not saying it's a good movie. I don't give a fuck. I'm just saying back in the day when a movie would come out with one of these people in it, when Stallone would be in it or fucking somebody, Bruce Willis, I don't know, name these people. This thing would come out. There'd be this whole build up to it. It would come out, you know. But I mean, they don't do that anymore, do they?
I think they do for some of it, but
fuck, man.
Not to the level like
are
they
people
used to,
going and getting haircuts that look like the people that are in these fucking movies anymore? Are people wearing the fucking clothes from the movie? Are people running around saying lines from a movie anymore?
Well, I mean, we all
fuck
quote
no,
movies.
they're not, man. Motherfuckers don't remember the movie 10 minutes after it happened.
Well, yeah, that's true too.
I played video games. I'm not saying I haven't. I'm just saying.
You used to like Grand Theft Auto, right?
A long time ago.
Yeah.
I mean, don't even get.
I
don't
got
even
the
get me started.
Grand Theft Auto 5 Enhanced Edition probably 2 or 3 years ago, because it was free on the Epic Store. I still haven't installed it.
Well, what I'm telling you, dude, is, especially since we did that whole piece on the Grand Theft Auto and the NPCs being actual people, being trapped in there. The quantum digital soul being extracted from people and then put in there. You know, you're in there taking a beating in some video game. All right, hold on, man. I'm getting this fucking video for everybody. What time is it? Oh, it's still early.
The most recent video game I got was the 007 video game, which came out a month or two ago. And, you know, I've liked James Bond
instantly.
Hold on.
since I was a kid, so... yeah, no shame in it. It's actually a very good story. The game's okay, but, you know, it's enjoyable.
Man, I ain't playing no games, man. I see all these people, and no offense, you know, no offense to anybody. I see all these people with tattoos, you know, and I don't have a tattoo, man. You know
I
what
don't
I
have any tattoos either.
All right, but I got scars, man. You know what I'm saying? I got scars. I got scars. I don't have tattoos. You know what I'm saying? When I wanna, I just look at my scar, you know, and I remember my pain. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, you know, if you got a tattoo, you're no stranger to pain, are you? Are you?
No.
That's when you look at, you know, when you look at a whole bunch of people, like you look at a population, you see a bunch of people. They all got tattoos. None of those people are strangers to pain. I mean, is there something you're gonna do to that person? You know what I mean?
Well, isn't that partially
why
the
would they
point?
care if somebody else is getting hurt? You know what I mean? Why? I mean, do you think being able to endure pain creates a less empathetic society, where you're just like, you know?
I don't know. It might actually make for a more empathetic society, because if you've suffered and you see somebody else suffering, you can sympathize with them.
Why would you want to sympathize?
No,
I'm just saying. You know. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Because you know how much it hurts, I guess, and you feel bad that they have to go through that. I don't know,
man. I don't know. I try to avoid as much pain as possible. I mean, you know, there's enough pain that comes without having to do anything. You know what I mean? I don't need to find some extra pain. I got enough pain on my own.
Well, you know, you you know, and you don't really think about it, but you suffer pain every day, right?
I do think about it.
Well, I mean, and it doesn't necessarily have to be from like a chronic condition or whatever, but
Yeah.
you bump your toe, you stub your, right? They're even like such small amounts of pain that you don't really even consider them painful, but I guess it's part of just the sensations that you go through on a daily basis.
Reminds me of Pulp Fiction. You soon to be living the rest of your miserable life in agonizing pain. Rapist. Homeboy was gonna make that dude living life in everlasting pain, bro.
Mm-hmm.
All right, hold on. I was trying to make it happen, and I think I accidentally deleted my whole window.
Uh-oh.
All right, let me see if I can get this happening again. Hold on. Anyways, I'm going to show you that video of that robot situation. And since you're not saying anything, I'm going to fucking play some music. Because it's going to take me a minute to put this whole window situation back together.
I'll actually answer in the chat because Antonio has made some comments about about what we were discussing with the movies, right?
People can call in too. Go give out the number.
Oh yeah. Well, let me open the phone here, but it's going to be 717-417-8284. And okay, here we go. Let me turn the channel on so you can hear it. Yeah, I don't know, the superhero movies never really did it for me. I've seen a couple of them, because I went with my nephew or whatever. And the Marvel and the Avengers ones, they kind of sucked. I mean, just, yeah, I think the original Iron Man one with Robert Downey Jr. was, decent, but, the Justice League things, they don't do it for me. He said the Spider-Man movies were actually pretty good. They were entertaining for the hour and a half or 2 hours that I saw them sitting there. But, if I were to give you my list of the greatest movies of all time, I would put like Monty Python and the Holy Grail at the top of that. One of the cheapest movies ever made, but funny as you can imagine. I have seen all the
I gotta
Star
be
Wars
honest,
ones.
dude. I never laughed. I don't think I laughed once at that movie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I loved it. I think it's great.
What do you think was funny about it?
Just the pure silliness of it. Hello, 305.
Does that make you laugh? Is that the kind of, like, when you go to a comedy, you want to see some silly shit? That makes you laugh?
Yeah, me, Rock and Rio.
Hey, what's up?
What's going on?
Hey, how y'all doing? Good to hear from you all.
Doing good, man. What's going on?
Oh, not much. I was listening to Rock and Rio about the superheroes.
Yeah, what about them?
And,
Are you into the whole comic book movie making?
No, I'm really not. But I heard a few commentaries on the Batman movies and stuff, and it made a lot of sense. Like in one of them, the Joker, I think it was the last movie. The Joker was, making a lot of sense, talking about things that are like kind of really going on. And I heard it on a commentary, but what really surprised me was that Superman versus Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have not seen that one.
Yeah, that's incredible they did that, because Superman, let's say, represents like the metropolis of New York, and Batman is representing really something else. I would say maybe the people as a whole, but it was like Democrats versus Republicans or something like that. But I was surprised they did it. And, and I believe, if I remember correctly, Batman won. So there goes the Daily Planet in New York.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the way I looked at it.
I don't know, man. To me, the whole allegory, the Batman, the rich billionaire with the young man hanging around over there, the mansion, Robin. That whole thing.
Yeah.
That whole thing. I mean, it looks to me like there's some undertones going on there that other people understood and thought was great. Then we had no idea. We just thought it was Batman and Robin. But really, it was a little bit something else. It was more like that song "Father Figure."
Well, Bruce Wayne seems to be more like Elon Musk these days, right?
Mhm. Exactly. That's what they represent. Two sides of the same coin, basically.
And
so I was really.
And on a TV show, obviously, Batman and Robin were gay. They just couldn't say it.
That's what I'm saying, man. You got this father figure over there, Batman.
Are you serious?
Yeah, man.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No,
Go ahead.
seriously.
Go ahead,
Yeah, no. I mean, we've talked about it before.
So Robin was gay?
No, we're saying
Batman
look at the setup, man. It's like an older man, rich man with his young protege over there.
Yeah.
You don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
You just see him up there climbing ropes, man, with his head up at Batman's, rump. He's looking up at the rump. I'm just saying.
sorry.
He spent a lot of his time looking up at the rump in that series.
Well, thinking about it now,
In
it
tights.
was probably what they would call today is punk.
They were wearing tights. He had that cape hanging down.
Well, the one thing
To
I never
hide
understood
them.
about the superheroes, and this goes for Batman and Superman and Aquaman and a bunch of the others. How come they wear their underwear on the outside?
I'm telling you right now, man, the Celtic Rebel was right.
They probably didn't have no costumes.
The Celtic Rebel was right. You ever heard
I
of
remember
You ever heard of the Celtic
ahead.
Rebel? You ever heard of the Celtic Rebel?
No.
He made a video called "Don't Go West." Check it out. He was right all those years ago.
Yeah.
Everyone hated him too. He was the most hated man in the alternative media because of what he was saying about that. Turns out he was right about everything.
Yeah.
They hated him.
All this has been going on for a long time, Like I think Rock and Reel was saying, or you were, about in the 60s, how they were geoengineering or something. But all of this has been going on for a long time. And we're starting to find out, probably because of the internet. And I think this is a big threat to them, us getting this knowledge that we're getting. And this might be why we're seeing what is going on.
Could be.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, the geoengineering, I think the first test of the weather control, the rain-making weather control was like 1953 or something. It was done in Europe, and it flooded this town in England where it killed like 20 people because they overdid the cloud seeding. What I was referring to is the nanoparticulate smart dust that merges and gets into your body, goes through your blood-brain barrier, and attaches to your neurons, and actually makes you an identifiable node on a network.
Wow. Is that that wouldn't be too much difference from the chemtrails in the way that whatever they're spraying. I mean, it might not be for the same reason the smart dust, but all those particles in the chemtrails, I mean, they fall to the ground. They're probably going into us.
Oh yeah.
what about that whole Tarzan? What about Tarzan? You remember that? No,
I don't think
no.
I don't think I've ever seen the Tarzan movie.
No, Nathaniel, he didn't talk about Planet X at all.
Planet
He
X,
had a really, really good and smart show, and he used to have a lot of really good guests on it, but at one point he went down a particular road, and when he headed down in that direction, he stayed in that niche for a while, and it was a very unpopular niche at the time. it would fit in perfectly now with the dialogue that's going on. But no, he didn't talk about that. Now, what about Tarzan? You know what I'm saying? Think
I
about
think
that.
I probably caught at least part of the original B movie from the 60s or the 50s or whenever that was, just because I saw it on Turner Television or something. But I haven't seen any of the newer Tarzan movies. I'm not really into the whole Tarzan story.
Yeah, I haven't watched movies in a long time.
Just remember Christopher Reeves as Superman.
Yeah.
You remember last week I was talking about the 20 Years of Revenge of that mountain man, Liberty Johnson?
Yeah.
I went back right after, and we were talking about how a lot of the known figures, they've added a lot of things to it and made up a lot of things for reasons that we know we're talking about now. But I went back and I flicked on that video, and it had changed completely. They had trampled all over it. The original video started with the story of when he first got here, and it went step by step. When I went back on it, they just trampled all over it. I mean, I couldn't believe it, So I don't know. I don't know what happened there, if it's a different video or my phone or something, but that was quick. If I'm correct, I mean,
Yeah.
never know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's funny. No, hey, what's up, Kent? Kent is going through some shit this week. Some MFers. All right, we'll try to chill.
Yeah.
Join the Chilluminati. Here, I'm gonna show this video. All right, go back and watch on YouTube this video. All right, hang on a second. You got to see this. You got to see this robot, man. All right.
I know exactly which video. I've seen this video. But yeah, play it because it's quite impressive how fast this thing moves and how responsive it is.
Sing a move here. This little robot on rough terrain.
Hey, can you
or
mute
rushing
up?
Rivers, even.
I'm hearing some squawking in the
got it.
background.
I got it.
All right. Hold on. There we go.
Rough terrain or rushing rivers, even busting a move here. This little robot on wheels seems to do it all. It's the newest model release from a leading high-tech Chinese company, Unitree Robotics, and it's making some people online a little uneasy.
Yeah, this isn't frightening at all. I'm a former infantry guy. If I saw that on the battlefield, I don't think I'm sticking around.
It's reminding folks of dystopian films and TV, like this Black Mirror episode, and saying this kind of expletive is the doom of us. The Chinese company behind the creation says it'll be used for things like cargo transport, scientific expeditions, and even search and rescues.
Yeah.
It says the 50-pound robot can carry over double its weight, gathers real-time data to adapt to new environments, using an autonomous navigation system instead of being remotely controlled.
It's really kind of the dream robot for someone who likes to be outdoors. The function is about getting over any kind of terrain, no matter what. And what AI provides in robotics is massive amounts of data for fast training. So you can train them on the unexpected and the unknown much more quickly than you could previously.
Unitrees is responsible for other humanoids you've seen on your feed too. From kung fu bots doing an impressive choreographed routine for Chinese New Year to throwing some punches in its UFC debut. But not all humanoid robots are hitting the target. Last month, a video going viral of a humanoid kicking a child in the stomach in China. And the robot fails have piled up, like the one dancing to Michael Jackson, or at this San Francisco restaurant back in March, or a robot tripping up right at the starting line of a test run before Beijing's half marathon. A few days later, though, the robots beat the humans. It seems like the tech is really speeding up, but experts say we're not quite there yet.
Whether you're looking at China or you're looking at the US, we're not at the place where anyone could really safely bring these into the home and expect them to do anything useful.
They don't do anything, man. That's their biggest problem is they can't. It's going to take years for them to be able to get to stand there, like walk around naturally and pick up a glass and pour you a soda and bring it back over to you on the couch.
Yeah, but that wheeled doggy robot there, that could be a very useful battlefield weapon.
Exactly. I mean, that's what these are. You know, I mean, just put a machine gun on the back of that thing. You know, it don't matter how many guns you got stacked in your basement.
Yeah,
I'm sure
That's
those
the
things,
new stuff.
those things
You
are
know,
ready.
well, we're developing probably in that way. I don't, you know, if we ever get there, I mean, China is way ahead in everything, Wow, we're sitting here just, I mean, it's incredible. That's why we're all confused and everything. I mean, it don't make any sense. Nothing makes any sense. Well, it's like, you know, I'm starting to think everything is staged. It's just a big stage.
It is.
The whole Iran war, everything, just a stage, because you see what's going on and hold fire while we get more ammunition, and it's incredible.
That's ridiculous, man.
I mean, you know what may really has really baffled. This may be a war of the gods. Okay, this could be the gods fighting. What we call the gods, whether they're the ETs or what. They're the ones behind this, and this is what has us confused. It has nothing to do probably with our interests or anything, and this is what may have us confused. I mean, I was thinking about that today. You know, it's just a thought, but you know.
Yeah, you're right, man. It's literally crazy now at this point. All right, listen, it's the top of the hour. We gotta take a break. All right, it's Ground Zero Plus.
Yep.
It's Saturday night, Chilluminati. My name's Jimmy. That's Rock and Rio. And then your calls will be 717-417-8284 is the number to call. Thanks for calling, man. Have a good
Oh yeah, man! It's great for having me, man. And good to talk to you all.
All right, brother.
And the audience and everything. But
Right on.
Good to talk to you all. Thank you.
Right on, man. Take care.
You all have a good weekend. All right.
You too.
Goodbye.
This is a man's world. This is a man's world. But it wouldn't be nothing without a woman or a girl.
Teddy on the blue side. You there, man?
Yeah.
All right. Hang on.
How can you call this living when the living
Dave.
is distant?
There he goes. Yeah. They definitely do exist. There's no question. Anyway. Hey, man. Hey, CAC, call in. Listen, jump in here. I got to run down to my vehicle.
You got to run to your vehicle.
Yeah. I got to grab something out of my vehicle.
Oh.
All right. So go ahead, jump in here, give out the number. Be right back.
717-417-8284 is the number to call. But I don't know. Back to the superhero movie thing, I guess. You know, the one thing I've noticed in the ones I've seen is like, not to get like super analytical, but there's always the light and the dark conflict, right? And there's always the destruction, the complete destruction theme. You know, it's the end of the world if they if they fail, kind of thing. You know, got to save the whole world. You know, when was the last time like a superhero actually just like saved his neighbor and didn't have to save the entire world from the evil guys? But and there's always especially it's obvious there's always symbolism in the Hollywood movies. There's always something represented, but I don't know. Kind of, I'm like I said, I'm kind of hit or miss on the superhero movie thing. I saw Superman as a kid, thought it was good, but I was like 5 or 6 at the time, so I was always more into. I don't know. I guess I like the action movies. I like James Bond movies. I used to see them all the time. I think the first one I ever saw was Octopussy in the theater. I've seen all the Star Wars movies in the theater. But, that was only because the first 3 were actually good. And the second 3 sucked. The second group, some of them sucked. And then, my nephew was into the other ones, so we all went to see them. But I probably wouldn't have if I didn't go with other people. Superhero thing is, whatever. I can't say I have any comic books, that's for sure. I see you've reattached here. The space-based weapons and rods of God confirmed. Yeah, that's, I can't say who, but just last week I was speaking with someone who used to work with some high-level military, and we were discussing certain things, and he says that there's, not only did he confirm the existence of the rods of God, but he confirmed that there's a lot more than we think there are, and, we don't need nukes anymore just for that reason.
No, you don't need nukes.
Hello, CAC.
CAC, what's happening, man?
Hey, what's happening, Jimmy?
Where you at,
Yo.
man? Are you still in California?
I'm in Kakistan.
You're in Kakistan? All right. Kakalaki.
Yeah.
Kakalaki?
So what's happening, man?
I'm in the Bay of Moro, the bay that is forever foggy until the winds blow it away.
Yeah, the fog, man. People don't realize. That's why Mark Twain said the coldest winter he ever spent was summer in San Francisco. because people don't realize the nature of fog. I guess people from the UK or certain spots might know what we're talking about.
I mean, it's actually I dig it. I dig it because all around are microclimates that are like super hot too. So it'll be 4 miles north. It'll be sunny, and people are like, "Oh, it's too hot. It's too hot." It's like, "Oh, okay. Well, just come to Morro Bay, where it's like nice and chill. It's like 55, 60, something like that. It's foggy. But if you want to get hot again, just go like 10 miles inland. Get your suntan on or whatever."
Yeah. Well, the good news is maybe it's blocking out some of that UVC, but it probably just goes right through it, and you just don't realize it. You're like, hey.
Oh yeah, you could still get a sunburn. My sister, she's like strawberry blonde hair, that kind of skin, and she would get like lobster red, and it would be overcast in Santa Monica Beach, down in LA, and oh man, she'd be crying for hours.
Yeah, I don't.
So yeah, it's a real thing.
I don't think that the cloud cover and the fog stops the UVC.
No.
Negative.
No, it does not.
Yeah.
That's why people are going crazy. Are people going crazy in Morro Bay? Do you see crazy drivers?
Yeah. Yeah, they're turning off the water so the homeless can't I don't know, get a drink or wash their hands or something like that. So they closed the playground, and they boarded up the creek. So
now it's just a matter of time before people start getting stabbed.
Yeah, it's slim pickings, yeah. So
do you ever?
It beats Texas, but go ahead, yeah.
Did you read Cahill Gibran, The Prophet?
Oh my God! I think I'm the one guy in high school that did not read that. Didn't read that.
Well, I didn't read it in high school, but there was a passage in there. There was a story that I remember where it was a guy, and he said, "When I came to your house and I begged for alms, and you didn't give me any." So now he's going to sit below a tree with a branch and wait for you to come by and knock you the fuck out and take your shit. But I mean, I always remember that because, if somebody needs something and they're not getting it, and then you make it a situation, they're just going to fucking take it.
I mean,
you're putting people in a position.
The way I look at life, I'm way overpaid. So yeah, I don't mind giving up, food or.
Well, I just mean,
helping somebody out.
So when I was living in Colorado, all right, I was living in this house. I'm not going to go into the story about the house, but I will say. But in living in that house, they made me aware of this food bank thing that happens up in Aspen. And you basically go up there, and there's like a semi-trailer unloaded, and there's all this food there. And this is all coming from, up the high-end hotels and all this shit up there, and all whoever else donates to it. But it's like a whole thing.
Right.
People show up at like 5 a.m. and sit there and wait so they could be first in line to grab that shit. It's like a whole. I'm serious, man. I went up there a couple of times. Some good food up there.
I
needed the help at the time.
There's a place, a little fellowship down the road from here that does. They call it Open Arms on every Saturday morning, and it's not just homeless people. It's like people in nice cars and shit lining up, and they just drive through, get their free food. They got frozen meat, they got veggie, they got the whole thing. And it's kind of funny, but some people they got more food than they can eat because they don't have refrigerators. You know what I mean? So,
yeah. Well, the thing is too is you got to look around and see what the spot in the economy where they say you're below the poverty line, because certain places they say you got to make a minimum of 100,000. So you could apply for low income housing in an area where you make $40,000 a year, but the average income is 100,000. You qualify for
Right.
low income housing, even though you're not low income. I mean, I guess 40,000 is low income nowadays.
But it's
about-
below the median for that particular neighborhood.
Right. So they're
So
doing
you're like,
If you wanna live in Manhattan-
no, you can't live there.
If you want to live in Manhattan, you better be making $200,000 a year, at least.
That's right. Break even.
Yeah.
hmm That's why I
But
think
even Bruce was saying that Costa Rica, the cost of living's gone way up too. You know, gas and food. Unless you got your own thing going on, growing your
Cost.
own stuff.
what is the true cost of living, CAC?
Co-
The cost of living.
is cheaper than the cost of dying.
The cost of living. It's a high price to pay for such a short experience. The cost
In the
of living.
blink of an eye.
In other words, I mean, shit, man, what do we exist for? We just exist to pay the cost of living. You know, I think so. That's a little weak.
Right.
I mean, that's a little discouraging.
Are we on the Earth colony? Is this what Wow, they did it again. They tricked me again. Damn it. Oh well.
I'm just saying, man.
Yeah.
It's got to
Yeah.
be. There's something more to it than this. There has to be.
Right. I mean,
Can't say
yeah.
something.
There's got to be something. There's got to be something more, and you got to go deep inside, and then, but you also got to go outside too. You can't just hide out. You got to get out in it. So that's why I'm so glad there's the microcosm.
Me too. At some points. Other times, I'm not so happy. Because I mean, I don't want to be immersed in it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
There's a turd in the punch bowl. You know what I'm saying? What am I going to do?
That's a great point. I mean, a lot of people say,
People say.
I guess maybe it's kind of like a Buddhist or a Confucian thing, to be in it but not of it.
Well, I mean, that's a biblical thing too, right? Be in the world, but not of the world.
Exactly. There you go. That's biblical, right? That's
Yeah.
okay. So
I'm sure it's Confucius too, and some of the other ones, but it makes
don't get
sense,
caught up.
right? Yeah, it makes sense though. I mean, you have to live on the planet, right? You have to interact with other people, and you have to. You have to go to work, and you have to go to the grocery store, and you have to do certain things. Right? You have to be in the world, but you don't have to be of the world. Like you don't have to be, you don't have to participate in, corporate deception, and you don't have to participate in, stuff like that. Like, and you,
Right,
and you
right.
shouldn't, right? I mean,
I don't know, man.
you can't be a dropout though. You can't be a dropout cop out.
right.
You can't completely. I mean, I tried. Doesn't work. It doesn't work.
No.
It may work for like a couple days, but you always come back down to like the dirty lowdown, right? So it's like, oh shit.
It's like when
I
you.
better get real. I
It's
better
like
get
when
real.
you. It's like when you quit doing something. Some habit.
Yeah.
It's like you quit doing it. All it takes is for you to do it one more time, and that's it. You'll get sucked right back into doing the whole thing, the whole behavior, the whole fucking cycle. You'll go through it all.
Fuck it.
All it takes is just one. That's why you have to, no matter what happens, you got to resist it. But the thing is, that's what happened to me. I quit smoking. I fucking hung out with a friend of mine that smoked. That person lit up a cigarette. I thought to
secondhand.
myself, I'll just,
Yeah.
I'll just have another cigarette. I'll just have one cigarette because I'm hanging out, And then that was it.
Interesting point, because I look at kids today. I'm an older guy, and but I'm looking at the youngsters, in high school and college, and getting out of there, graduating, getting like young families and stuff like that. And I look at them, it's like they're not partying like I used to, or at least I just don't notice what they're doing. But I think I know some of the stuff they're doing that Zins, and they're all hooked on the Zins, man. They can't get off it. Oh my God, it's crazy. And I don't mean to do like a commercial for that, but it's like that stuff. It's highly addictive and flavor too. They got flavors.
Now, this is like the nitrous oxide, or is like the whipped cream thing that, the current Whippets version.
Yeah, Tim.
Ooh.
Have you heard of this stuff?
Right? The Whippets, yeah, man.
Well, I mean, when we were kids, it was Whippets, right? You get yourself a can of Ready Whip, and
Ready Whip, yeah.
Just not turn the can over so that the cream stayed in the bottom. But,
that's right. Yeah,
now,
you
now
gotta
there's,
press it down halfway.
Now there's things where they have these flavored nitrous oxide, and they're selling them at the gas station. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't do just one of those. No way.
But there's people who are running around they're running around getting high on this.
Man, you can
peach nitrous oxide or something.
They have people where they put their own they put their own shit in their own travel bottles, man.
Yeah.
That shit is completely addictive to people.
And they're driving around too, right?
There used to be some other shit called amyl nitrate locker room. Remember that shit? That was big in the gate.
Yeah, they use that to revive heart patients.
Used to be big in the gay community.
Well, last time I huffed a good amount of nitrous oxide, I was sitting in a dentist chair and getting a tooth removed. So.
Oh, there you go. Laughing gas, they called it.
Yeah.
I knew somebody.
No laughing matter, though.
I can't say I particularly like the feeling, and what's funny is you end up with like a mild hangover afterwards, which is, you're still kind of like goofy for a while after that.
Oh yeah, it'll space you out.
Yeah, but I can't imagine to want to do that on a continuous basis. Like, I understand why people smoke weed or snort cocaine or, maybe even do heroin, but like nitrous oxide, like really?
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it, but okay.
Man, when everybody
I had
was
a date with this chick, and she just had like a big, huge industrial tank full of it, and we just sat there and did balloons and watched Eric the Viking.
See?
So that was like our first date. So you can tell it just went down from there. So, but yeah, no more of that.
So you were a Whippet addict, huh?
See, man, I told you.
Yeah, for a time. Yep.
There's people out there just fucking getting fucked up on that shit.
I don't know. Maybe I just didn't, the sensation didn't do it for me.
The thing is, man, it's like this. Remember when you were a little kid and someone taught you some shit you didn't know before? Where if you breathe in and out real fast and then hold your breath, you get a head rush?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hyperventilation.
Yeah.
Like when you found out how to hyperventilate, didn't you just sit there hyperventilating? I know I did.
Right. Or spin around, I guess get spun, as a little kid, spin around.
Spin around until you're dizzy and then try to walk a straight line, yeah. I remember that.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about hyperventilating and like passing out.
I know what you're talking about, Jimmy.
That's what I'm saying. Well, that's what
some kids died from that shit too.
Fuck
man.
yeah, they did, man.
A heart attack.
Smacked themselves in the head with a pair of clackers, man. Remember those things? Those glass balls with the ring? You smack them together.
Yep.
No, but I'm just saying that
nitric
whole
oxide from Beats, but no, not nitric oxide, nitrous oxide. It's the stuff that you run your race car on.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure that nitrous oxide gives you the same feeling as hyperventilation, so you must be doing the same thing, which is killing your brain cells.
Well, yeah, it's depriving your brain of oxygen.
Yeah. What does that do? It kills your brain.
Well, at least the nitrous oxide.
I try to stay away from shit that makes me stupid. Like I mean, alcohol. What is alcohol? Doesn't do me any good. You know what I mean? In any way. Something's gonna. Right. If I'm drinking, something's gonna happen. You know what I mean? It's probably not gonna be good.
But you figure if you only use 10% of the brain, right, you can burn out the rest of it, right? You'll be all right. No. That's not how it works. You don't get to pick the 90%. That's good or bad.
Yeah, exactly.
You might need that. You can get a wet brain.
You got wrong
behind that shit.
Got rid of the wrong part of the brain.
Don't drink.
Antonio knows about clackers.
I never liked anything that made you stupid. Although, I could say I've had my fair share of drink at times. But I learned early on that hangovers really suck. So I never tried to cross the line. I always tried to stay on, the south side of the hangover limit.
Now Kent's and they're fucking sniffing
There's only
paint.
one cure for a hangover, and that's like a case of Lucky Lager.
Yeah, have another drink.
Yeah.
Pour me.
That's where it ends up in the cycle.
Pour me another drink.
Yeah.
Drink.
Yeah,
and on that happy note,
Tim said one is too many and 1,000 is never enough.
That's right.
Never enough.
There's only 3 places for you: jails, institutions, and death. Those are the 3 places you end up.
On a good day.
If you have a problem. Ronan is. I think Ronan is definitely.
But you never get away with it.
Ronan is definitely looking towards.
You might black out while you're driving. It's like, oh my God, no, what did I do? Check
I think
the hood,
Ronan
check
is the hijacker.
Check the grill. Don't do it, folks. Don't do it.
No, I don't think Ronan's the hijacker.
No, he's always bringing them up. Tim spent some time in the rooms. Yeah, man.
Ronan might be a jacker fan.
I spent 25 years in those rooms, dude. Literally. Imagine how many stories I've heard. Do you imagine how many... Okay, so listen. Let's just say for a decade of my life, I went to meetings every single day. So just for that one decade, if I listened to one story from one alcoholic every single day, so it's 365 stories in a year, times 10. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then sometimes I went, marathon meetings and so on and so forth. Imagine how many life experiences of degenerate motherfucking alcoholics I've heard. And all the shit people have gone through and all their problems they had and all the shit that happened and what they lost and all that, man. Imagine that. That whole group of people. And how many of those people are still sober. They made it through and they were, somehow successful in staying clean and sober. That's hardcore, man.
That's amazing.
It is amazing when you think about it. When you think about each person, and the trials and tribulations they got to go through in order to try to get off whatever it is, whatever addiction they have. And then there's the people around them, that were experiencing them for, whatever period of time, and, doing what they were doing. Those people need...
That's a great point, because there's a lot of people that just the trappings of whatever industry they're in, it's like they try to get away from it and they go to rehab and then there's dudes in rehab dealing, and I mean, it's just impossible.
Tim's got 20.
Right on, Tim. All your friends hang out and you all go to the bar together all the time. And, you don't want to be a drunk anymore, then you need to find some new friends, right? Because those guys aren't going to stop for you.
Yeah, you got to split.
Yeah.
That's what makes it hard, man. People got to, change their everything about themselves. It's rough. It's hard to stay sober. Especially when, people self-medicate. They don't go to the doctors or whatever. They don't have any way.
Tim says he's almost at 20 years.
Yeah.
Karen says she almost has 40.
That's great. That's great. Keep going. Keep going.
I had a beer yesterday.
Just one? Just one beer?
Two actually. 2 bottles.
Okay.
I can't remember half of the shit I did. It was so long ago anyway. So much has happened since I was drinking that those highlights don't really even register in my life anymore. Like, I don't think back to the situations, you know. I don't ever sit around wishing I could have a drink. You know what I mean?
I don't remember when the last time I had a beer was, but I had 2 yesterday.
I'm just saying.
Because that was there was an occasion going.
Well, if I don't drink, there's more for you.
Yeah, there you go. Well, I mean, I don't know. It's been a couple of weeks, if not a month or two at least.
Yeah. Well,
it'll probably be another several weeks to months before I do it again.
Well, there's always coffee, so I'm going to jump off and get me a nice cup of coffee so I can relax and chill out. Chilluminate. I'm going to chilluminate.
Yeah, man.
Back 33 degrees, man.
Sweet.
Put on the shades.
Kick it.
Sleep mask.
Yeah,
Listen to the microcosm.
I still got my shades
Thanks,
on.
Jimmy. Thanks, Rio. You guys are the best.
Cac, thanks for calling, man. 417-717-417-8284 is the number to call if you want to get a hold of us and chill for a bit on here. We got about 30 minutes left. Can you hear them crickets?
Yeah, I can actually.
The crickets are going wild.
They're very faint, but I can hear them. I would have just normally assumed that they were here outside my window, but
outside my window.
It's been very quiet on the cricket front here this year.
Well, these crickets are going berserker. It's a government cricket trying to.
It's a government cricket.
Yeah, it's trying to
genetically
disturb my
modified
groove.
Bill Gates cricket.
It's trying to disturb my groove, break my concentration.
I'll tell you. I think it was. It wasn't last year. Maybe 2 years ago. I had one that would sit outside the window. Right out. It was definitely right outside the window when I was trying to sleep, and it would go all freaking night long. It kept me up. I wanted to. I went out there at night and tried to find it and kill it. I couldn't take it.
Dude, that's bad luck to kill a cricket.
I don't care. He was playing with fate.
Yeah, they got over in Japan, they got little cages for crickets. You can put them in there like birds. You fucking throw them in there and feed them.
I don't know if it was a cricket, a grasshopper, or what, but this thing was so loud. It was actually it would wake me up if I did fall asleep. And it just went on for hours and hours at a time.
I don't know, man. I know this. 717-417-8284 is the number to call. I know that. That's all I know right now. That is the right number, right?
I mean, that cricket traumatized me enough that I remember it years later. Right? So.
You tried to kill it.
I did finally get it to go away. I don't remember. I think I put something out in the garden to make it, keep the bugs away.
You threw some baking soda out there?
I threw something out there, yeah. Some kind of insect repellent or something. Finally cured the problem. Yeah. The cricket cost me $20 at Home Depot or whatever to, get rid of it.
Man, have you seen this ad trying to get people to eat whole fucking dried fish? And what's really funny is they got some blonde woman on there as the one that's promoting it,
Whole dried fish?
Yeah, it's a whole fucking fish. It's got eyeballs and everything on it.
What, like bacala kind of thing?
I don't know, but it's clearly an AI-generated video because the lips don't jive with the syllables. Go ahead.
Well, that's typical. What's up, Eric?
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
What's happening?
Here I see from the 413. I did a little more research on the Exxon, actually.
Oh, really? What's happening with it?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. What's happening with it?
Okay. There's a video on YouTube called Exxon Ecosystem, and it's only, I think, a minute or two, but it's or maybe 5, but just showing how everything's integrated, and if a town signs up with Exxon, everything's connected, and send out the robot dog and send out the, autonomous drones after cars. And it's crazy,
All right, what's it called? Axon ecosystem?
Correct, yeah. And the video is actually a year old.
Go ahead and jump in there, Rio. I'm going to dig this video up.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, they do a lot of security camera stuff, right? The shopping malls and.
Yeah, they'll be in the videos of like body cams. They'll usually say like Motorola Solutions in the corner or Axon.
Yeah.
Those are like two big companies. Axon's main thing was their tasers and their taser cams, and then they have expanded a ton since the big yellow taser was invented that you see on all cops.
Yeah, I think even like the lapel body cam is Axon a lot of times.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's now they're branching out, right? I wonder how long it's going to take for them to get on the Flock network.
Yeah, I figure I'm to go honestly is people will bitch about Flock, the towns will drop it, then they'll get another company quietly, and then year after, it'll blow up again, like that sort of thing.
Yeah, well, the surveillance thing is unbelievable.
Actually, oh, absolutely. I got after we do this, I got a song that I think Jimmy would really like. So by a girl artist.
I think he's still looking.
It's not letting me type this fucking shit in here, man. I've typed it in 3 times, and every single time it's not letting me get it. Keep going here, man.
Really?
I can't talk to you and do this at the same time.
Wow.
So what is this video, Eric?
Essentially, it's a year-old video that shows how Axon has developed something called the Axon ecosystem, which is, basically it's a crime center in every town that's like, if you, use them as a company, it could, they were marketing it towards bases, military bases, but I mean, it could be downscaled to police departments and local law enforcement.
So it's basically just a different variation of Flock.
Oh, far more terrifyingly involved, only because it literally will auto-launch drones and to chase people in cars. It will, I can't remember some of the other stuff. Oh, yeah, it was like the body cams. Good.
Some of the new Flock cameras have drones attached to them now that will.
Rio, do me a favor and go over there and type in Axon ecosystem on YouTube. Get the video and put the link in here.
Okay, I'll give it a
in
shot.
Teams.
That's weird how you can't find it, Jimmy.
Yeah, well, the thing is, too, the thing about this is that there's a concerted effort to get rid of Flock, and this company right here is going to be standing right there to fill that gap, because Trump invested some million, I can't remember, millions of dollars, how many.
So just to deny that they're listening to us, I typed in AX, and the first thing that came up was Axon ecosystem. I didn't even have to type the whole thing.
Okay.
Holy terrifying.
Yeah.
We'll put it in here. In Teams.
The Axon ecosystem experience, the ecosystem in real time. Is that the one you're referring to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a 6-minute video.
It's like a mini dramatized movie of the actual incident. Not an actual one that happened, but like a prospective incident that could happen in law enforcement.
What if Bill hitting around your mailbox in the middle of the night? Well, don't you worry. Axon's got you covered, Bob.
Come on.
Yeah.
Oh, now you're all of a sudden having problems?
Yeah, I went to copy the link and it sent me to Amazon.
All right, they're talking negative about Axon.
Yeah.
Jimmy's trying to search it. The A doesn't work on my keyboard all of a sudden.
Yeah. There you go, Jimmy.
All right. Oh, fuck. It just disappeared. Oh, no, there it is.
Oh, I couldn't have taken it for just a period. I was like freaked out.
You know it's funny? is back in the day, whenever anyone had any kind of internet issue, they would say, they don't want you to hear this information. They're trying to jam up my broadcast. Everybody was being fucked with by the CIA. All right, hold on. Let me see if I can make this happen before the end of the show. In the dark with my sunglasses on. Oh. All right. Doesn't seem like it worked out very good.
It's not playing for you?
Hang on a second.
The thumbnail for the video is a woman police officer obviously staring at a screen.
Yep, that's exactly what I'm seeing.
Yeah. I just checked if you were seeing something different there because my mind thinks like that.
Well, it's always possible it'll give me a slightly different result than it gives you, right?
Or I was saying that you found the same video, but it was a different image as the thumbnail is what I was thinking.
Yeah. Well, I actually have the video open, and I haven't started playing it yet, but that's the opening scene is the girl staring at the computer screen.
Yep. Is it it's 4 minutes, I want to say?
It says 6:32.
Oh, okay, yeah. You don't watch, obviously, all of it.
I don't know what happened, man.
Still can't get it to roll, huh?
Now my OBS is frozen. And I can't move the screen.
See, the first thing that happened is Eve bit the fruit, and now we're here. No, I'm just kidding.
Ronan asked, do we know if Jesus drank wine? Yeah, he did. He made lots of it for a wedding party at one point.
That's right. Water in the wine.
And they commented that it was the best wine they ever had.
I don't know what happened over here. I can't make it stop, and I can't do anything with the window. I can't move the window with my mouse.
See?
There might be on Wikipedia or something, like an Amazon ecosystem little article that you could just read a paragraph
Hang
or
on a
something,
second.
at least to get people.
Yeah, my mouse ain't working, huh?
Your video just went black.
I know. That's what I'm telling you. I can't do anything about it because I can't get out of that screen.
This is ridiculous. Wow.
Yeah, it's weird. It happens. Yeah. I don't know.
I'm usually pretty skeptical when a radio guy or somebody will say, well, they don't want us to do this. They cut off the call or did this or did that. I mean, I might be legitimately freaked out a little bit.
Oh, Jimmy, if I play the audio,
I can't get out. I can't do anything on this OBS, man. I can't move the screen.
There you go. Your picture's back.
Well, I don't see it.
Oh.
Huh.
I can't see anything on my end, and I can't move the OBS window.
Do you want me to play the audio?
Yeah, you might as well. I mean, really, what I got to do right now is end the broadcast and come back.
Okay.
Wow.
That's the only way I can get out of this screen. I don't know what happened. Hold on. Yeah, see, I can't do anything. It's not letting me click on anything on OBS. All right, well, go ahead, Rio. It doesn't matter. People don't have to see me.
Okay. I gotta wait for the commercial here.
Stop for accent.
Suspected hit and run. Victim is injured but in stable condition.
Hey, my name is Officer Beckwith. I'm here to help, okay?
Mírame, señor. Solo estaba manejando mi bicicleta y me tocó.
I'm gonna translate. Did you see the car that hit you?
¿Viste el coche que te atropelló?
Sí, fue un Mustang rojo. Movió y hicimos una derecha.
Yes, a red Mustang was in this. Moved and made a right.
Suspected hit and run driver heading southbound on Bear Parkway in a red Ford Mustang.
Plate number 285, Victor Hotel Echo uniform, last seen traveling westbound on Spring Street. Captain, suspect has a parole violation. 109 is nearby.
Okay, let him know.
Yes, sir.
Car 109 to dispatch. I have that red hit and run Mustang headed west on Spring Street.
Hey, kill that, man. Kill that. It's just a bunch of noise, man. I'm not saying anything.
Yeah, well, the video is basically showing they're sitting in front of the computers. It's like something you'd see on television,
Dragnet.
Yeah.
All right, listen, I'm having problems over here.
Yeah, I see you're black again.
I can't do anything about it. I have to stop the stream in order to do anything.
Yeah, well, I mean, we could just keep talking.
Yeah, you can go ahead, Jimmy, if you got it.
Well, I mean, we can do it. We could just stay on audio. I mean, there's 15 minutes left, so. Is it?
Well, I got a song. I got a song from a female artist, so that would actually do well with audio.
Yeah, but he can't play it, so.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is the downside of the technology, right? Or it could be the good side, right? You can catch the hit and run driver, which is how they're portraying this little video. But the fact that they that gave the car a description and they looked at it and that there's one of those driving down this road right now. Within a certain distance, go get him, and then another cop pulls up and pulls him over. It's I heard something recently about something similar that it was an AI mistake in that technology, that there was a bank robbery that happened. I think it was in like Indiana or someplace up in the northern Midwest, right? And the facial recognition pegged it as this person that was in Tennessee. And they went down, maybe it was Nebraska, but they went down there and they arrested the woman, put her in jail for 4 months because the AI positively identified her as the bank robber in the scene. And, obviously, it's like, well, she was at the grocery store an hour before, the bank robbery happened, and there's no way she made it from Tennessee to Nebraska in an hour,
Right.
But they had her in jail for 4 months over this bank robbery. And, it's obvious there's no way she could have committed it, but, the AI said so. So they went with it, right? And I mean, I'm sure now that she's out, there's going to be like massive lawsuits over it. But, that's the scary part of technology. I mean, if it picks your face out of the crowd and says, you committed a bank robbery 3,000 miles away, an hour ago, what's to stop the cops from coming to get you?
Yeah, some Demolition Man shit. Minority Report style.
Yeah, exactly.
But I saw one where a woman was accused of being a porch pirate because the plate registered they were looking for was like a O, like a letter O, but it was a 0. So they like pulled her over and they arrested her, held her for 5 hours or something. And then they're like, wait, that's a 0, not an O. But the AI couldn't tell the difference. Yeah.
Well, if you got held, for 3, 4, 5 hours, even overnight on, an oopsie like that, it sucks, but it's at least somewhat understandable. But to travel 6 states away, like well over 1,000 miles, to go arrest somebody who was nowhere near. Like if it was somebody in the same neighborhood and the license plate was close, I could see it.
Right.
As okay, and they let her out right away. This woman was in jail for like 4 months. She lost her house, she lost her car, she lost her job. Like it was a whole disaster. And because the flock, I don't know if it was the flock system. I think it was flock that did it, but identified her. So
yeah, I'm gonna look at that one.
Yeah. It was pretty, like it destroyed her entire life.
Right.
So let me put you on hold here for a second, Eric.
Yeah, go ahead.
You got another call coming in.
Yep.
Hello.
Hey.
Real? Yeah.
Am I live?
Yes, you are.
Hey, this is Nathaniel.
Hey, what's
I was
up?
trying to ask Jimmy if you had 8,000 and you're not a crypto guy, where would you put it? What do you guys think?
Me personally, I'd put it
I
under
have
the bed.
basic prep, but I don't do the stock market, and I don't believe in crypto. I think eventually it'll either crash or somebody will thieve it, somebody will steal it from you some kind of way.
Me, I'd put it under my mattress, personally. But
It's already there.
I would buy
It's hurting my back.
I would buy a silver coin or a gold coin or something with it. Something that's or
Yeah, I
anything
was
else that's
thinking-
definitely appreciating in value.
I was thinking of junk silver, but I really just didn't know.
Well, I wouldn't. Yeah, junk silver. I make sure it's real though. Like you go buy a coin
Yeah,
from a reputable coin dealer. You know it's
90% silver that doesn't have numismatic or whatever collector value
yeah.
is what I'm calling junk silver.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Your pre-65 dimes, quarters, and
Yeah, Morgan
half
dollars, whatever. I mean, you can even buy like new stuff from the government mints. It's certified. You can buy stuff from the West Point Mint. That's a pure silver coin or a pure gold coin.
Well, I put so much stuff into Gemini, and I worry about it data logging everything, but I don't have any other way to ask questions other than like calling in and seeing what somebody else thinks. But Gemini's, and I had a friend tell me this years ago that like 22 shells will be currency someday. It's a barter item, in other words, so it could be used like currency.
Well, yeah, I mean, it could be a barter item.
That's another ideal, but I was thinking about silver. You don't think that's a bad investment? That's really all I had to say is just what would you do with 8,000 if you were kind of prepped up on your basic survival gear?
I would probably go with gold over silver. Gold has proven to rise over the years for many, many years. Silver's kind of bouncing around. I mean, it was up and then it came down and went back up, so I'd be a little more cautious with that one. Watch the trend, buy low if you're going to go for it. But
and water is my big concern. I have a well that was drilled in 1950 something, and it has some kind of strange jet pump on it, not a more modern type pump, and it's only 172 feet deep. And the water table is I found my well driller's notes on it. I found it online. So the water static level is only 30 feet below the surface. but the water driller, the well guy logged it as caustic. So I have sulfur in the well that is 172 feet deep,
Right.
but when he called it caustic at the 30-foot static level, I'm assuming that corrosive or whatever water, it had more than sulfur in it, I'm guessing, but I don't know. So I'm trying to figure out how to do a rain water catchment system, but it's way over the 8,000. And I found a guy that said he would work with me and let me use my own tanks if I find something off a marketplace or wherever. So he says he'd work with me, but I've got HOA, Karen type lady that, and if my grass is too high, she calls my dad. My father owns my property. So that's the other problem is my dad's like, you're fine, you know. And I'm thinking the data center is going to maybe pump my well dry because it's going to be 13 miles from where I am standing now if it gets permitted, and it will pump 3,000 gallons a minute.
Well, that's
of
water.
water.
That's a serious concern. You know.
And I'm in an alluvial is what Google Gemini calls it, water pocket. That shallow pocket's only 172 feet deep where I'm at, right?
Right.
And I'm not 300 feet from the river. So a water well driller told me, I think you're not even drawing water from the ground. You're sucking it out of the river. And I don't think that's true, but I think that water pocket I'm in is what feeds the river behind me.
Oh,
so then there's two aquifers 13 miles from here that they're going to go below for the data center if they get approved by the Underground Water Board. And first Gemini's like, you're fine. And then it's like, well, wait a minute. If they pump 3,000 gallons a minute out of these other two aquifers, they're going to cap both of them. Your water deposit you're in is going to seep down to fill the void that they're pumping. So I'm thinking water's my biggest concern, but, you know.
Yeah, it could be. You know, unfortunately, there's not a whole lot you can be able to do to stop it. You know, I mean, I don't know if where you live, you know, city water is a possibility, but you might have to consider that at some point.
The city's getting it out of the aquifers too, I'm assuming.
Yeah, but if you're on
from the river,
you know, if you're piped into public water, they have to guarantee you a certain amount of flow and pressure. Whereas, you know, where you got your backyard well, you might have a slightly better quality water now, but you know, you're kind of on your own when, you know, they suck it dry. That's
the
the
county
difference.
commissioner's court or whatever is already being sued in Gonzales. That's where this data center's coming in. I'm in one county that's next to Gonzales County, and the county line's 4 miles from where I'm at, or something, and then that data center is 13 miles from where I'm at. So it's at the edge of the other county, and the meetings for the water board that has to approve the permit for the data center, I guess the county commissioners were doing it all kind of behind closed doors.
Well, of course, because they know.
Action group, they sued them already, but I don't know, you know, what's going to happen. The lawsuit's just barely been filed.
Well, every place they're trying to put up data centers, people are fighting it, you know, and they know that, so they're not going to tell you it's going up until it's too late, you know, or they'll try to keep it as quiet as possible.
Yeah.
I mean,
no,
you know, like when they
already
put that one out in the middle of the
coming.
desert, like who cares, right? It's out in the middle of nowhere. There's nobody around for miles and miles. You know, that's fine. But when, you know, they put it right up next to a residential area, and they're threatening your electricity supply and your water supply, and, you know, little extra pollution, you know, a lot of the noise pollution that goes along with that, you know, nobody wants that, you know.
Well, I can pump straight out of the river if I got a pump, but I still have to power a pump. And I have a generator, but, you know, you don't want to run a generator just for water.
Yeah.
And you only have so much gasoline and so much propane to run your generator.
Yeah. Well,
all right. Well,
hope it doesn't come to that for you.
For the input. Thanks for the input. I was just wondering. I think water's the most important thing to put money into, but I have to overcome both HOA objections and my dad already thinks I'm pretty well batshit crazy. Everything's fine. Donnie's got it under control. We're all good.
Yeah.
Go back to sleep, America, Bill Hicks, that type of thing. Well, I will get off and let someone else call. I appreciate all you guys do. Love your show. Love all the hard work y'all put in to being there and giving people a format. And it's been real good music, too. Thank you.
All right, thanks. Have a good night. Eric, you still there?
Oh, yeah. I just didn't know if Jimmy was going to come back or anything.
I'm not sure if Jimmy's still there. I think he is, but the screen is black. But I know the stream is still rolling here on YouTube, so at least
I saw it there. Yep.
At least for another 2 minutes. So
right. I guess to end it, I actually I did it. If you play music, does it go over that? Does it go over the broadcast for everybody?
It should.
Okay, unless it doesn't let you find this one, but this is by the same artist, the girl that I found last time. So it's not AI. It's Aya, so Iyah, and the last name is May, May.
Aya Maya.
And this, Aya May, May.
Okay.
And the song is called Carmageddon.
Okay, yeah, I found it.
Oh, that's good. At least let you find it. So if we go out on that, if you want for everybody, I think you'll enjoy the song. It's poignant by a young woman who is sick of how things are. So, as many of us are.
All right. Well, I'm going to play this and take us out. I don't know if Jimmy.
I guess to do what Jimmy does, you ready to head out, Rio?
Yeah. I guess it's about that time. So, have a good night, everybody.
God bless.
As soon as the commercial skips.
Darn commercials.
Play from the start.
I open up my phone on a Monday morning, staring at my screen. I'm tired and a little lonely. Mr. Muskie says some shit that left so angry. Twitter wars and Gaza, man, it's overwhelming. Maybe that's how life becomes when people less important than a profit line. No one cares about your dreams, just pay your tax on time. Keep scrolling, hold me near to you now. Gender, guns, religion, and abortion rights. You better pick a tribe and ain't the other side. Keep scrolling.
Did you see Taylor live?
Man,